Hello. Today I'm going to go through the basics of communication. So, you got like two subjects, okay? Subject one, subject two, we'll call it. And your subject one is both sending messages and receiving messages at the same time as subject two. So, they're both like bouncing off each other. And originally, people, thought, or whenever they came up with their models of communication, those weird scientists, um, it's like ping pong. So, one message, then boom, then boom, then boom, then boom. But nah, it's actually just a constant back and forth where while you're communicating, you're also picking up on their messages. And you're sending messages based on that communication. Um, that's like giving feedback constantly. So through my body language, right now, as I'm moving my hands around, um, that's giving you messages. That's signaling something. Along with my words and my facial expressions, um, these are all signals that you pick up on with your eye holes or your ear holes. And oftentimes, you have, a miscommunication of sorts. And this causes the cycle of continual miscommunication if you do not address it. So, I don't have an example, but surely there's one in your mind right now. So think of that one. And all miscommunications can be resolved as long as there's like open system. So as long as you can um, adequately give information and take information and get feedback and give feedback, that's communication. As long as there's communication, then there's a way to, not miscommunicate. So, your, for instance, I don't have an example still. Okay, think of a time when you miscommunicated. A lot of the time, you can just fix that communication outright by just being like, hey, I don't think that, well, I wouldn't say that. Like, I wouldn't say, I don't think you're understanding this, but be like, hey, I think there might have been a miscommunication and I just wanted to blah, 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 blah. You know? So, that's good. That's good advice. But the next thing I want to talk about communication wise is being able to overcome, well, I wouldn't say overcome, but to be adept at small talk. I guess there's a lot of research right now going on about how small talk can, or like being able to talk smallly gives you a better chance at getting a job because, or like is good for communication because if you can make good small talk, then they'll be like more, they'll like you more than someone who can't because talking small, while is, it's just how it is, you know. Um, you're chatting about subjects or stuff that doesn't really matter, the weather and whatnot. But being good at that is gets you places, I suppose. Because if you're only gonna have like deep conversations with people in like surface level environments, well then that's weird. Okay, socially um, not the vibe, you could say. So, as such, there's a time and a place. So you can have these deeper conversations, but not while you're sitting around the water cooler or whatever working people do. And, that small talk is a useful form of communication because it's a positive interaction, just like whenevs. And if you have enough positive interactions, then you'll have like a positive image of someone. And so, well, that's cool. You want people to like you, so go like people. That's also a good piece of advice. The most popular people are the ones who like the most people, who go into the conversation expecting to like this person, wanting to like them even. I know, crazy. So get out of your own darn head and go talk to someone. I mean, if I can do it, you can do it. And that's perfect logic. Perfect. Irrefutable. Unfallible. So go do that. Anyways, toodles.